I'm here with Officer Larson and Canine Rex. They're the recipients of the United States Canine Association's Case of the Year Award for 2019. Hi, Reggie. Hi, Canine Rex. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So, I want to start by saying Rex is a very handsome dog, and also, I'm guessing, a very good boy. What breed is he?
Rex is what you call a Belgian Malinois. Um, it's a close cousin to a German Shepherd. You can tell they're just a little different. They tend to be 20 to 30 pounds lighter than a German Shepherd, and um, they can kind of be identified by their black snout and their black and red coat. Is a pretty standard coloring for an
So, how much training goes into preparing a dog to be a part of the canine unit?
Initially, they go to a 14-week school that is, 8 to 10 hours a day, and then it's constant training after that. When he was younger, we trained, 30 to 40 hours a month. As he's become more of a veteran, that number's gone down, but it's constant training. The training's never done. People always ask how much training, and I train with him every day, at least an hour in the morning, and then usually an hour at night during shift.
So, that's on top of a shift, so you guys must spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, that's something we talk about in the canine world a lot, is that we end up spending more time with our canine partners than we do with our families. Right now, I spent about 2 hours with them this morning when I got up, or this afternoon, and then right now we're working 5 12-hour days in a row. That's our rotation. So I definitely end up seeing him more than my wife or my children.
So, could you tell us about the events that led up to you winning a national award? That's a pretty big deal.
Um, yeah, it was last April, I believe, and Coon Rapids is the city that borders Blaine, and two of their officers were on a traffic stop and called out shots fired, which you never want to hear when you're working uh, in my industry, and they followed that up with that they were being shot at. I happened to be close to the area, so I went over there and made contact with the two officers that were involved in the shooting, and they had advised me that the suspect had fled into a neighborhood adjacent to where the traffic stop was. Um, a very short time after I initially got there, a contact team was made with myself and Canine Rex, and then I had four cover officers with me. And then off we went into the neighborhood to try and find this individual. And Rex was able to track that suspect into a backyard. And it was apparent to me through the time that I've spent doing this job that we were heading into an ambush situation. What that means is that is when you have a suspect that's waiting for you to appear, that knows that you're looking for him so that he can hurt you. And I sent Rex into the backyard of that residence by himself without us, and we waited to hear for Rex to find the suspect. After some time and um, no sign that Rex had found him, we actually entered the backyard and didn't find the suspect or Rex. And then we worked our way along the back of the house to where a side yard was, and that's where we located. That's where we had found that Rex had actually apprehended the suspect and initially had disarmed him, which a lot of handlers will tell you that these dogs save lives. This is a perfect example of where this actually happened in real life, as I know that through what I've been through being a police officer, if I would have went around that corner of that house without Rex, that we would have taken on gunfire from the suspect. He was in a position waiting for us. So he definitely saved my life and probably the four officers that were with me that night, as well as countless officers that were standing on perimeter that night as we searched for the suspect. So that's why he's so deserving of this award. Yeah, he's a hero. I don't know if he knows it, but he got an ice cream cone that night. So.
And I'm sure that was great for him, as all he was really looking for. That must have been very, I would have had a lot of anxiety between that point of letting him into the yard and then not hearing anything and then, finding him. And it's great that the story turned out the way that it did. You guys are definitely deserving of the award. Thank you so much for being on and sharing this story with us.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure.